Hi, I hope it's working. Hello, everyone. There's already so many people in the chat. I wasn't even expecting this. Um, Help me out here, chat. How's the audio sounding? Because I can't tell on my end. Because there's a significant delay. I guess not significant, just like a little bit. Just a little bit. Um, it seems that we're good to continue to proceed. This is a little hot chocolate moment. I also have a little Baja Blast moment. I also have a little water moment. I must have many drinks within grabbing distance. All right, everybody. Wow, let's go. So today, I think I'm gonna keep drawing. Well, I don't know how many of you guys watch Dimension 20, but I have been watching the newest season of Misfits in Magic, and I'm actually on the finale. I'm like halfway through it right now, and wow, my brain, these drinks, this sugar needs to kick in sooner rather than later. Anyway, I have been watching Misfits in Magic, and yeah, we're gonna go Kelmp. We're gonna Kelmp it up. Let's freaking go, guys. I don't even remember where I was. What was I doing? What was I trying to achieve? Isn't that the question everybody asks? What were we trying to achieve? Hey! Kelmp heads in the chat. Alright. As you can see. Oh, thought I was drawing Jammer. I was debating it. I was debating drawing all of them on their brooms, but I am simply so enamored with this disaster of a child. I think let's see how I feel. I'm trying really hard to not like overthink it like I normally do. Easier said than done. I did look at a lot of reference pictures to try and draw my little guy. Correct. We stan pathetic men in this house. He's not really pathetic. He's just, wet cat. Correct. Still full of murder, just wet. Let's see. I know that when I was doing my kind of my practice streams, it was kind of really when I moved the thing too fast. Oh no, is that Penny yelling? That was just one single yelp. She just did one little yelp for no reason. I peered around the corner and she was just laying on the floor, just like, what? What? I didn't do anything. Hi, Katie. Hello. For those of you who don't know, I have a cat who simply must interrupt me when I am engaging with screen. She simply has to. I know no peace in this house. So she is gonna come up and do kind of like a at me throughout this because that's who she is as a cat. Hi, I'm talking about you. Okay, I've delayed long enough. Let's get in here. I did some of the like the general like spacing last night. Oh, my camera is going. I did the general like spacing, like pose work, on Mr. Kelmp here yesterday because I was just so excited about my little guy. Brandon Lee Mulligan really said wingtip shoes and soft blacks, and I was like, fuck. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Yes, correct. She does steal rectangle as well, because she hates them so much. She doesn't think that they are not necessary to life. Here she comes. Hi. What am I doing? No. No, do not want to. Don't. You're pouting. You're pouting about rectangle. Oh God, this is a mess. Hang on. I'm gonna have to take clothes way down for a minute. Yeah. Okay. What do I want? What do I want to paint? What do I want to draw? Okay. What are we thinking? What am I thinking? Yeah, Katie will routinely I have a hard enough time knowing where things in my life are anyway. And Katie just loves to help by just innocently laying directly on my phone and making me fully lose track of what I've done with it. And this is, I'm not the first person she has done it to. She's done it before and she'll do it again. She's not sorry. Okay. I'm trying really hard to like think of motion when I'm doing this because like a lot of the times when I'm drawing, I focus a lot on correct, accurate, you know, proportions, that kind of thing. And so this one I've been trying to lean back a little bit more and think more about the feeling instead of the accuracy. So I'm really proud of how like sketching turned it out because I feel like that's got a lot of like motion. Ugh, and this feels really like dead. So let's see what I can freaking do. I might just I won't get rid of it. I'll just kind of just keep growing. It's one to grow on. Yeah, I do absolutely when Lou Wilson was like hanging from his broom saying that Whitney Jammer was just hanging from his broom and like doing pull-ups on it. That sounds really funny to do in the background here. But again, just gonna try to focus on the man, the myth, the legend. I originally started yeah, the Fortnite bucks for Christmas. I'm sorry, the lulling. I guess they were actually Christmas presents, and not lulling presents because that's not what happens with wizards. Okay, motion. It's all energy. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that TikTok? Am I crazy? The guy who has a seemingly Eastern European accent is like, what do I want to paint? What do I want to draw? Two men, they're fighting. It's like my favorite. And I pretty much it's lives in my head pretty much anytime I'm drawing anything. Okay. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm being a little too. Yes, everybody wiggle their fingers up the screen and give me energy. Okay. Oh, I also, while I agree with Brennan Lee Mulligan that Evan Kelp probably doesn't have an ass, I still don't love it. It's still not something I love. I don't have to like something that's true. You know what I mean? Whoa, hang on. What layer? Oh, I'm on a completely different layer. Yeehaw. There we go. Okay. So if this is then the hips are going in the opposite direction, because this one is kind of going down, and I can get the vibe of this pretty well, I think. Yeah, I've done a lot of practice the past few years over like just getting my like accuracy back. Like I don't know, like drawing, like remembering how anatomy works. And that is a lot of what am I trying to say? That's a lot of like relying on references. Not that like, you know, references are bad. I use references literally constantly. This is like the first time I'm kind of trying to like go blind for a piece in a long time. But I'm just trying to, you know, trust my artistic instincts. Does that make sense? I don't know. His chest is too small. He's got infinite. Okay, hang on. That's not where anything goes. Okay, so. I keep moving my camera, but I'm just like sinking farther and farther. And I need to not. I do, I work on my bed, mostly because of Criminal. Who will know? No. Who will know? No peace. Except right now, I guess she's just kind of pounding. Hi, baby. I love you. She is whipping her tail at me so much. She is so pissed off. All I've been doing is rectangle. How could I do this to her specifically? Okay, no, I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna clear. Nope, not copy. Clear. Start over. Start from the beginning. Now you guys are gonna really see why it takes me 25 to 30 hours to do anything. Because I just kind of keep going back and forth and making a decision and then being like, that's the wrong decision. And then one more again. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of. These are just some approximations of a creature. It's actually going to distract me. I don't like looking at that. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I actually do have an Evan Kelmp. Let me throw a little reference. There he is. You are going to have to go down here, though. I'm so sorry. I love the artist that does the illustrations for Misfits and Magic. It really does have this, like, it's simultaneously very storybook vibe and, like, pictures you would actually like. It's just like a nice mix between, like, realism and storybook. And I think it's great. My anime training is something that I usually have to fight pretty hard when I am drawing sometimes, because my inclination to make the head so much bigger than like this, because I'm, I focus on portraiture and, beginnings in anime. Is it the painted vibe that gives the story? Kind of, I think so. Like, well, I don't know, just like I think the artist's use of color, I think, is just like really fun. It just like takes like realist, like it's the perfect like taking realism, but then also ignoring realism at the same time. Like for example, this coat, it's down to his knees. Why don't we see it in the back here if that's between his legs? Theoretically, that would be there, but it looks better without it, and the artist knows that. So, and like just like little stuff like that, where it's like it's just this fun play with reality. It's very inspiring to me personally. I don't love the song that just came on. Goodbye. Yeah, it's in the same dimension where his ass is, the back of the coat. Well, I changed the song and now I can't hear. But that's fine. Whatever. What's a mouth? Homestucks. If you're a homestuck out there, I made the stupid mouth. The chat is now like the chat is like going insane about pointing this out. I'm so sorry, everybody. I didn't mean it. But no, it's just like stuff like that, like throughout this, like throughout the this artist's style is just like they clearly have such an understanding of realism, and then they also just will say it's better for the composition to just ignore like bits and pieces of it, and I love that. It's great. Yeah. Oh, Evan Kelmp. What do your shoulders look like? Probably insane. You have probably the broadest shoulders on planet Earth. Okay, this is a chest. Imagine, if you will, a chest. Shoulders look sad. All of him looks sad. You could say that about any of him. I just heard screeching tires outside. That's fun. I hope they're having a good time out there. Okay, spine, spinal column, spinal column. Okay, so if this is spinal column, if this is ribs, if this is ribs and this is spinal column, then hips would be here. I mean, that's not how big his hips are. This assless man. Okay. So seeing that, man, these proportions, I fucked up. Hang on, I gotta start over again. No, I don't. I don't gotta start over again. I just need to make it smaller. Ah! Fellas, do you hate it when you draw on the same layer as the reference? Okay. Now I have to do some surgery. Just all the time. Copy, paste. I straight up did all of that on an... Y'all, okay. Now I gotta go and erase this. I want my smooth. I want my smooth eraser. So I did a, what's this called? Weird. That's true. He's canonically weird looking. Correct. I was doing I was running a D&D campaign, for some of my friends, as opposed to some of my enemies. Anyway, and I was using the tablet here to do map stuff. And my friends noticed that one of my erasers just kind of has has this deranged sort of motion to it. And they just stopped everything. They're like, "What's up with your eraser?" And I was like, "It's just like that. It's just a very active little guy." And I like him that way. But I have a smoother one that doesn't freak out. I mean, he still kind of freaks out. He's still having he's still having a little bit of a party, but he's much more calm than his cousin. Anyway. Okay. We're back. Okay. All right. Very good. Now for the thing that I was going to do anyway. So, just make that a little smaller. Just a little bit. You don't need them that big. The wingspan of a fucking albatross. Well, actually, that's Jammer now. Sorry for... I guess I should have put in the description Misfits of Magic Season 2 spoilers. That Evan is sad and Jammer is strong. Oof. Okay. I think what I didn't realize when I was thinking about starting streaming is that I'm a wiggler, and so I might have to change up I'm gonna try really hard not to wiggle the camera a bunch when I wiggle around, because that's not fun. That's no good. That's no good at all. I can wiggle, but the camera should not. That's how you give people motion sickness. Also, me moving this around all the time, I'm sure, doesn't help. One of the things that really kept me from streaming for a while was like the thought that like, well, I don't have like a cute space for it or whatever. And also like, I don't have like a look or whatever. And then I remembered that fuck it, we ball. And I don't actually, doesn't actually matter. We got to have them muscle. Hi, Katie. Welcome back. You were pouty. You went pouting. Hi, Angel. Hi, baby. You want to say hi? Come here. Hi. Meow. Meow, Angel. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. You can stay over there. You want to come over? No? Yeah, my grumpy lady. She doesn't understand why I don't love her. This face looks super cute. Oh, thank you. I guess my little light is, you know, what really makes it. Um, but I mean, you know, the rest of the room is trashed. Just a nightmare. It's not trashed, but you know. Okay, where are Muscles? Muscles are here. He has pecs because he's a human person. And then, do you like this absolute fucking disaster spaghetti that I've drawn? Okay, and then his bones. He got bones. Everybody knows he got bones. Knees. Everyone out here is standing purple spaghetti. Katie, you are like more pouty than usual. What's going on? You're so mad at me. Food. Notice how I have left the broom just a blob because fuck that. Okay. Spaghetti man, spaghetti man. Well, that reminds me that when I was in art school, one of the things that we would do to focus on size and gesture, like the 3D shapes of a figure without like focusing on like that's an arm, you know, like because that sometimes can get in artists' heads of like they're trying so hard to draw a specific thing that they kind of like lose sight of like the real like shape of it, if that makes sense. Like for example, so we would draw like spaghetti people. So in like we were taking like a figure drawing and we would like draw the head like in rounds like this. And then we would just use that to like see the shape of an arm and see like the shape of the torso and like you know, kind of like make it little like swirlies. So like obviously this is a poor approximation of it, but we'd make little yarn people essentially to help us with our to like not focus on the weird like on the details of everything and just look at shapes and how they feel in like 3D space and how we can put that into 2D. So sometimes I do a little bit of spaghetti. Okay, Evan, my dear, you're now in the way. What's over there now? What have I done? Who are you? What's over there? You. You see this little asshole? There. Okay. Okay. So you gotta do scooch. Scoocheroo, my man. Is that an arm? That's kind of an arm. It's not in the shape that I want it. Ugh, am I doing it again? Damn it! Kelp! Okay. It's not your fault, baby. I'm just gonna have to lock this so I don't do that again. Hmm. Hi, Katie. Actually, speaking of 3D space, I'm forgetting that in this composition that I've made, this would actually be farther to the front than he is. He's leaning back. So the arm isn't going off to the side, it's coming towards the camera. So I actually need to kind of think about, do that spaghetti I was talking about. Or the yarn that I was talking about, the yarn people. Okay, so, because this arm is going up, and this one's gonna kind of, well, now I've reached the part where it's all just a mess, and I actually need to stop working on this layer and actually keep building on top of each other, and just I need to keep building. This is not the last stop. Color do I want to use? I think I'm going to make this a different color so I can use red again. What do I want to use? I'll use green. Fill. Great. Perfect. Alpha lock no longer. Let's do red again. Great.
Girly, my sweet lady.
She's just glaring at me. I'm sorry for a rectangle. Okay. I'm gonna hide clothes for now. We're just looking at bod. Bro, thinking in 3D space is hard. Did you guys know that? Did you know that being an artist is hard? Okay. This is also experiencing the same problem where it's like I'm thinking about it sideways, but it's actually more going towards the camera. So if it's going towards the camera. Knee. What's a knee? A miserable pile of secrets. I imagine that this man's that this man's thighs are like insane. His thighs and his calves are probably insane. From all of the running around that he does. Because there's no way that this motherfucker has a car. You're telling me that this motherfucker has a car? Incorrect. He doesn't even have a passport. There's no way he has a driver's license. And by say he doesn't even have a passport, I mean he literally can't have a passport because he doesn't really have proper documentation to begin with. This man is like the son of fucking Satan or some shit. Ain't no way this man has a social security number. This one's kind of hanging back. This is going forward. This one's hanging back. Yeah, something approximating that. Ish. 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 Okay, so if this man is this and this, it's more like, I'm extremely jealous of this whole push broom thing, flying on a push broom. It's extremely good. Actually, the brush that I'm using here, like that I use as reference for this, is actually not a push broom. It's called a street broom, which is just like a push broom, but like smaller and fatter, essentially. But it has the, push brooms usually are at an angle. Street broom has like an up and down pull, like it can either be up and down or sideways. Like you can detach it and put it in the way that you want. So that's the reference I used for Mr. Mans. An extremely chef kiss choice. Extremely. Okay. This assless man. Okay. This hip is too... This leg is actually too much, I think. I think it needs to be more like here. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's something. Guys, it's really starting to look like something. I'm so proud. Every once in a while, I'm like, I'm not the real artist. I don't know how to do a thing without the reference picture. I cannot do it. And then I do this, and I'm like, never mind, I'm fine. I'm fine, I know what I'm doing. I am working really hard on getting my commissions, like all the prices are like mostly ready. I just need to I make like a little fun infographic for all of it for the internet. Actually, there's someone in the chat with us today who I need to get back to in regarding some work, some artwork. Now that I'm better from my dang darn fall. That was a month ago, y'all. I don't know if, for those who don't know, I was holding my, at the time, 6-month-old niece when I yeeted myself down some stairs for fun, I guess. She's fine. Nary a scratch. Not even a rug burn on this child. I, however, was fucked. But I'm feeling much better now. And I don't feel like I need to spend all of my energy sleeping. Well, now here's an interesting part, because this is actually his torso would turn. Because his torso would be facing here, but so it would be more like, it wouldn't be straight up and down like this, it would be more like, kind of opens up to, he's opened up, so more like this. This song is wild. I went through the YouTube, free, copyright music, and put together a little playlist for stuff to listen to while I'm doing this. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm better too. It was real fucking touch and go for a minute there. I really was like, I'm broken forever, maybe? Probably broken forever. Which is a fun thing to think in your 30s about your body. No, I shouldn't have moved that. That's fine where it is. It's fine where it is. Okay. So really, this purple sketch is not super accurate. It's more like his ribs is more like his ribs is more like that. He should even be leaning more, I think. This man is just a pair of legs currently. Hi, Skippy. Hello. Are you come to bother your sister? Come here. Say hi. Hi, mister. Are you pretending you are shy? Are you a shy little man? Okay, Katie's not gonna love what you're doing right now. He's trying to cuddle like next to Katie, like touching her, and she is, leave her alone. She's already so upset that I'm not doing just one but two rectangles. Don't try to cuddle with her. She's not gonna like it. My guy, you know this. This isn't your first day. Okay. I'm not gonna overthink this. Narrator voice. They lied. Okay, but. I think the head's gonna have to move too, actually. Well, that's unfortunate for me. Just gonna chop and screw some shit. This kind of goes, kind of a twist. Ah, too big. We don't want them. Get it back. Whoa, Jesus Christ, has it already been 45 minutes? Hello? This is exactly why when people are like drop a full fucking illustration and they're like, aha, look at this 2-hour warm-up I did. And it's literally just like a full, completely done illustration. And I'm like, you have no idea the power you wield. You did that in 2 hours? What I wouldn't give I'm too slow. I have been on it this whole time. I've only been chatting a little bit. And yet. I'm cursed. This canvas is so huge, by the way, so because I like started with a much, like, I think the canvas was like this big or some shit. And I just made it super big because I was like, I forgot who I am as a person. I forgot who I was dealing with. Me. Additionally, this should go, instead of just normal out, it should go back, yeah? I think that's probably true. Fuck. I was like, haha, he's on his broom like a silly little guy, and I'm like, now, considering the choices that I've made. But it's such a fun little pose. Look at him. He's just... So I'm imagining that, like, what I'm drawing right now, you're doing fine, Sam. Everybody, Sam is not late. If you think that she's late, actually, no, you don't. Hi, Mitch. Hello. How's it hanging, my man? Proportions. Why'd I do this? My fun little pose. This is really what gets me. I think the other thing that I really struggle with is that there was like a thing going around Tumblr, because I'm still on Tumblr, haha. And it was like what level of like visualization that you have on a scale of like 1 to 5. And I can't remember which one's the lowest. Ranch Simulator. Ranch. Well, Godspeed on Ranch Simulator. I'm sure that he is doing great. You got to look out for an animal farm situation at all times. So hopefully they are avoiding such shenanigans. This is actually better. This is a better, with this being the elbow. The foreshortening here, I think, works much better. I know it's kind of hard to tell because it just is goop. And I think the other reason why I get so, like, I mean, other than the ADHD, why I get so, like, laser focused into art is that I guarantee you, without a shadow of a doubt, if I left this and came back to it in 2 days, I'd be like, this is nothing. What are all these supposed to mean? I just don't. Oh, I was talking about something. Can you tell that it's the evening and my Adderall is wearing off? I took it late anyway, so that I could last at least a little bit longer for you guys. But anyway, the thing about like how you can visualize things in your mind, and it was like scale from 1 to 5. I can't remember if 1 was the highest or 5 was the highest. But it's a scale of like, if you close your eyes and think about an apple, what do you see with your eyes closed? And like the highest one is like, I can visualize like I could just conjure an image of a random apple at like will or whatever, like with the eyes, like, and you could see all the colors, you could see its shape, all that. And like the one down from that is just like, I like generate like like I have a like stock photo of an apple that I like conjure every single time I think apple. It's not like a bespoke apple every single time I think about an apple. It's always the same like JPEG that I am like that my brain is uh picking up. The third one was uh I can like I have like a vague shape of it's like vague apple shape. It's like it's red. It maybe has like a kind of like a vague cartoon apple. Um, Two was like an even more foggy version of like, like the Silent Hill version of three is what they is what two sees. Um, and then one or like the last one was like I don't see anything. It's just I close my eyes and it's black. And I'm the second to last or the last one sometimes. Like I'm in that bottom chunk when I try to close my eyes and visualize something. I just don't. I just don't have that. My brain doesn't do that. Um, Not really. Not in like a way that other people like. If I do have a really strong sense of something, um, sometimes that happens. Sometimes I will have like a really strong idea about what I want something to look like. But the strongest I get is like the second to last. Yeah, I'm either I can kind of mostly visualize like vague, like fuzzy shapes and colors, um, or nothing. Um, and that is probably why I'm not super good at costume design. Because I straight up am just like, what are clothes? Have I seen clothes before? I don't know. I can draw like I don't know. I'm good at replicating other things that I'm looking at, and I am not very good at I don't think very good at conjuring shit out of the ether. That's a face. That's a head. The head is doing something. There. Ah. No. Incorrect, actually. I need to remember to zoom out more often. Ugh, that head is too big. I'm a goober. I'm here making heads huge. That's better. That's better. Yeah. Okay, cool. He doesn't have a head, though. I think I'm gonna have to do this one separately. Okay, so how is the viewer looking at Evan? Are they above? They're kind of a little. No, they're a little more eye level, right? Yeah, the viewer. Well, it's a little below. The viewer's a little below. So, that being said, so you would kind of see the under of his chin a little bit. But that's probably a little too much. Boop-a-da-boo. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Dang. Time flies. My parents go out for dinner on Friday nights with family. By family I mean like my aunt, my grandparents, and sometimes our friend from another floor. Oh, but they weren't going to dinner tonight. They went to a meeting. That's what it was. I was gonna say my parents are usually home by now. Um, not that I'm usually home on Fridays. This is also actually new for me to be home on Fridays, but usually they're home by like 7 or 8. But today they had a big old meeting. My dad had to go make a speech about something, and that man has a stutter, and he doesn't love public speaking, but he's out there being a trooper. Eat your dinner. Eat your dirt. Hey, if you're watching me, eat your dirt. I tell that to Katie a lot, except about her water. So she watches. I'm always like, speaking of, drink your dirt, eat your dirt. She's always watching me refill my waters, my cat, and she has decided that if I get water that frequently, she needs water that frequently. However, I finish my water and she doesn't. There's still water in the bowl. But she insists that actually that water has gone bad. She needs new water like I do. I've accidentally convinced her. She's accidentally convinced herself that she needs fresh water twice a day. Because she's my perfect little angel. All right, let's flip this. Lord, I'm glad I did that. Okay. The pose still looks good. The head is, even in the original, that's not where that head is going to be. Incorrect. We're going to have to fucking do something about that. I actually can't look at it. It's distracting. No, wait. Okay. Okay. Head approximation. Okay. If he is okay. Not. Okay. Oof. Okay. So, puppies. Chat disconnected. Oh no. Oh, it was something happened. My Streamlabs said that the chat got disconnected. So if you tried to talk to me for that 0.3 seconds, I didn't hear you. Okay. That's a head. That's definitely something. Okay, let's put it back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm feeling much better about this, guys. Look, that's much better. Okay. Yeah. 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 I think we've got mission accomplished, everybody. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, everybody, for the reassurance that we still here. I am very happy with what I have done in the studio today. This now looks like he's about to do like some sort of like Disney Disney princess like ah. But it's not. I'm imagining that he is doing scouting missions for Dr. Boodle, who, by the way, I haven't finished season 2. But for some reason, about halfway through the season, for absolutely no reason, I'm just like, I don't trust Dr. Boodle. I don't know, like something just activated my brain, just like, hang on. No spoilers. For some reason, I was just like, we should have inside checked the man. But I'm going to, my thought is that I am going to, he's gonna have like stupid little goggles on his head from like, because he lives in England now and it rains there. And he's like obviously going to be connected to his broom. Ordering food, hell yeah. Did you get enough for the class? Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, this feels great. Sometimes I also just do this where I feel like I did a good job and I just sit and stare at it. Just pat myself on the back. Okay. Now what? Okay, so... Ooh. Well, if you have too many nyan, call me. Call me. I'm extremely full. I've actually eaten a lot today, because I didn't want to accidentally get hungry in the middle of this stream. Because I've done that before. Not to this stream, but like in like a video call where I'm like, yeah, I'm having a good time. And it's like 20 minutes in and I'm like, I'm starving. Never eaten food in my life. Katie, you are so pouty. She is still on the bed with me, but she is fully like back to me. Like fully just like, yeah, are you really mad at me? How could I do this to you? How could I do this to the baby? My angel. I need everybody, F's in the cat for Chady. For Chady? Katie, we're changing your name to Chady. Yeah, she's never been loved a day in her life. F. S for Katie. S for Katie. Okay, so... which means that this can actually be kind of more upright than it was originally, which is great. Okay, so hang on, I need to reset where his bones are. This is ribs. This is ribs. This is spinal column. This is hip. This is hip. So F for Chady. She fully left. She hates what I've done with the place. She hates the energy that I've created in the studio today. Okay, so bones. Those were fine. Those could stay. Those are bones. So... no. This is... yeah, connective tissue, because this is muscle. Muscle. This is...
Hi, Penny. Are you coming to steal Chady's water?
There's a lot of tension happening off camera here. There's gonna be a fucking fight about it. Katie, leave her alone. Penny, my dog, loves the fresh water that I give to my cat 2 times a day. And she's always coming in here. And actually all the other animals in the house are always coming in here and stealing Katie's fresh water that she gets 2 times a day. And I don't stop them about it. And she is so mad that I don't protect her water. Hi, Angel. Do you want to say hi? Here she is. No, she's mad at me. She mad at me. Yeah. How could I? Very good. All right. Well, gang, I think I'm gonna wrap up here for the day. I'm not gonna do it for the rest of the evening. I think this is far enough. We've made a lot of great progress today. Look at this guy. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming along on me. On me. Pfft. Cut the feed. Thank you everybody for joining me this evening. Katie is now rolling around being so cute. Oh, she screamed at me. I don't know if you guys can hear her screaming, but she screams. Anyway, I love all of you. Have fun out there this evening. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by Katie just like whipping her head around. Anyway, love everybody. I hope you all have a great evening. Thank you. Oh, smash that like and subscribe for fun.